Hello, yogis. Recording live from Lake Winni, New Hampshire, one of my favorite places. We'll start today in a kneeling position, or you could sink back on your sit bones in a cross-legged position. I'll start kneeling with the inner thighs together, tucking the toes under. And then if you need some padding for your knees, you could either fold your mat over or use a towel underneath the knees. Wherever you are, inner thighs engaged towards one another, and we'll sink hips to heels or sit bones to heels. Hands can come to your hips. We'll gently tilt the pelvis under, drawing the navel in, creating a nice firm core here. Palms face up to receive energy. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. Take another sip of air. Open mouth, exhale, nice cleansing breath. Do that 2 more times. Deep inhale through the nose. This time we count to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Take another sip of air. And then open mouth, exhale. One more time. Inhale, count to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, exhale. You can keep your toes tucked or flip them over. So nice. Ankle strength here. We'll take the hands behind the back, clasp the knuckles, or grab a hold of the wrist, whatever feels good in your body. We're going to take those knuckles over to the left side and then hug the left elbow towards the right elbow. A deep inhale here. Nice closed mouth. Exhale through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of your throat, which is our Ujjayi breath. Now we'll drop the right ear to right shoulder. Get into that left side of the neck. Breathe into that area. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. The breath sounds like the ocean. One more time. Deep inhale here. This time rocking the chin up and back. Create space in the left side of the neck. Ride the breath like a wave. And then exhale, draw the chin closer to the chest and down. Rock the chin all the way forward at center, and then release the knuckles straight down, away from the heart, down the back. Feel the shoulder blades kiss. And the tops of the shoulders slide down. Inhale, we rock the chin up and back, opening the throat chakra, preparing for our voice, our self-expression. And then exhale, chin comes to chest. Go ahead and take those knuckles over to the right this time. Hug the right elbow towards the left elbow. Inhale, drop the left ear to left shoulder. Hug the elbows together, draw the navel in. Breathe through the nose. Then exhale through the nose, slight constriction in the back of your throat. A hissing breath comes from the belly. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. This time we'll add a little dynamic movement here. Inhale as we rock the chin up and back. Reaching your peak breath and peak pose. Exhale, chin forward and down. Rocking the chin to center. Feeling that space being created in the right side of the neck. Rock your chin all the way to center now, and then drop the knuckles down the back. Roll your shoulder blades to kiss. This time, keeping your sit bones glued to your heels or the sit bones to the earth if you're in that cross-legged position. We'll slowly glide down. Forehead can find the mat or a block beneath you. Knuckles reach for the sky. Exhale, release the hands now. Walk the hands forward. Walk the knees to the width of your mat. And connect forehead to mat. I'm going to move back just a hair. And as we find this child's pose, find some integrity here, some compassion for yourself. Maybe rocking the forehead from side to side, massaging that space between the eyebrows, igniting that seat of intuition, your third eye. Press into the finger pads and shift the sit bones back for the heels. Even here, draw the navel in and up. That breath is your guide. We call this circular breath. No pause between inhale and exhale. Like ocean waves. On your next inhale, we'll walk the hands over to the right side. Reach that left hand beyond the right. And then pull the right elbow in line with that right shoulder. Connect forehead to mat. Lengthen through the left side body. Feel the ribs open up here. Absorbing all positivity, all that healing energy that surrounds us. On our next inhale, we'll walk the hands over to the left. Reach the right hand beyond the left fingertips. Pull the left elbow down in line with the left shoulder. Connect forehead to mat. Glue the right sit bone as close as you can to that right heel. Maybe they touch, maybe that's for tomorrow. Just know that that's where your energy should be going. It doesn't always have to be physical. In fact, once we have that visualization of the energy moving in a certain direction, the physical becomes far more achievable. On your next inhale, we'll walk the hands back to center. We're going to take 4 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, shift forward. Our shoulders are over our wrists. Index fingers point forward, all other fingers radiate out. The pelvis is tucked, the navel is drawn in. As we shift forward, shoulders over wrists, heart beyond those shoulders. Hug the elbows in, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press the floor away from you. And then exhale, sit bones to your heels. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press. Exhale, back. Inhale, shift forward, rounding through the spine. Now with a flat spine, lower halfway on your exhale. Press the floor away from you and back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press. Exhale, back. One more for good measure. Why not? We're strong. You're strong. Lower halfway. Inhale, press. Exhale, back. Let it go. Connect your palms this time. Take the thumbs to the back of the heart or the back of the neck. Open up, exhale. Release the hands forward. Shifting forward, shoulders over wrists once again. We're going to extend our left foot out. This is one of my favorite moves. Get the hair out of the eyes. What a beautiful day here. So we're going to ground down through the left foot. All four corners of that left foot commit to the earth. Even press into this knife edge of the foot. Fanning the fingers apart. Tucking the tailbone under, drawing the navel in. We'll take our cat-cow here with a single leg extension. Hugging the elbows in. Inhale, we open the heart, tailbone, and crown lift. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, return to a neutral spine, meaning length between your tailbone and your crown. We'll drop that either right hand beneath the face, right elbow beneath the face, with the right fingertips pointing to the left, or you can reach for the outer blade of that left foot and commit the shoulder to the earth here. You can take that left hand to the shoulder, the left shoulder, or you can reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Option 3, maybe taking those right fingertips and finding the right hip crease. Sorry, left fingertips to right hip crease. This is all about changing your perspective and changing your perception. Sometimes we need to be upside down, twisting to solve problems or to see the solutions that will solve our problems. It's like stepping back from a canvas that you painted before you make a critical brush stroke. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale from the belly. Draw that navel in. Inhale, release the left fingertips to the side. So find the floor with the left hand. And now both palms beneath the shoulders. We'll sweep the left toes over to the right. Tuck both sets of toes. So right toes and left toes tucked. You could stay right here. Drop that left hip down. Or you can go a little bit further here, adding a little booty inspired move. No jumping today because I don't want to break the dog. Drop the right elbow, drop the left elbow, both elbows beneath the shoulders here. Now as we pull that left hip forward, the right hip back, we feel the core engage. Let's start to create tiny circles with the hips, drawing those circles to the right. So only the hips move. Close the eyes. This is where you tap into that divine femininity, your strength, the power of the pelvis. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Plant the palms here beneath the shoulders. We're going to sweep the left toes over to the left. And then underneath us, you can be on the finger pads here to create more space for that leg. Inhale, sweep, tap to the right. Exhale, sweep out, and then bring it in. Inhale, open, tap. Hip mobility, so important. And energetically, this is where we store a lot of emotional baggage. As we create space, we create strength. Let's take one more. Hold here. We're gonna pulse it up for 8, 7, 6. Cover that foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stack the knees, one in front of the other. Swing the feet outwards, and then sink back. Finding our cow face pose. Keeping your feet grounded. I'm sorry, keeping your hips grounded and your feet, why not? Hands can come to the ankles here. Nice proud chest. We'll start to circle the heart to the left. So only the heart moves, drawing that navel in towards the spine. Feel that power that comes from the heart. Opening the heart. Opening the hips. That Shakti. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. This time we'll stamp the sole of that left foot down. Ground through both sit bones. The left hand can come behind you. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Option 1 for a more passive stretch or twist. You can give yourself a nice big hug here, wrapping the right arm around the left knee. And then take your twist, shifting the left, shifting the gaze to the left. Option 2, maybe you use that as leverage. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Index finger to thumb. Our mudra, Anjane mudra. One more deep breath here. Notice where the chin goes. Can you maintain that chin, heart, pelvis alignment, or even that mind, heart alignment? Having integrity. On your exhale, return to center. We'll extend our right leg out and then bring the left knee in. We can roll the fleshy part of the calf away from us. And this wind is wonderful, but you see me fixing my hair, you know what I'm doing. So the knees together here. Both sit bones grounded. That's the most important part. You can stay right here. If there's any tension in the knee, no need to push it. You can take the other variation, crossing the left knee over the right. This is just a different kind of hero stretch. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers stand here, creating little tents. Imagine little cupcakes underneath your hands. Deep breath in. Hug the elbows back. Proud chest. And then exhale, take a forward fold. On your inhale, slowly rise. And then if it's available to you, maybe lean back, coming onto the elbows, elbows beneath the shoulders. We lift the heart. Now, if it's in your practice and you'd like to go all the way down, feel free, or you can just allow the neck to relax back. Opening the throat chakra, activating the thyroid. Chin comes to chest slowly, and then make your way up. We'll go ahead and come forward now, extending the right toes out, turning your right toes forward, and then grounding down through all four corners of that right foot. Shoulders over wrists, nice wide fingers. Hug the elbows in and your eyes point forward. That means the elbow creases point forward. Inhale here, open the heart, open the mind, tailbone and crown lift. That's your cow pose. Exhale, cat. Pressing up through the shoulder blades, creating space there. Inhale, open the heart. Lift the tail, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. Notice how the breath drives the movement. Inhale, now we find our neutral spine. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the tailbone. We'll either drop the left hand beneath the face, left elbow beneath the face, or you can find the outer blade of that right foot. Right hand could come to the right shoulder and start to press that right shoulder back, spiraling the heart open towards the sky. Or we can lift that right hand up. Option 3, maybe right fingertips to the left hip crease. Choose your own adventure. And if something is working for you, that's something that I didn't say, even better. Allow yourself to explore this breath and body connection. Inhale, we reach the right arm high. Exhale, right palm finds the floor. Both palms underneath the shoulders here. We're going to tuck the left toes first. There goes there we go. Tuck the left toes first here. And then sweep the right toes over to the left. You can stay here. Think about lengthening that right side. The right hip pulls in and forward. The left hip pulls back so that the hips are square. You can stay here, or you can drop left elbow beneath the left shoulder and right elbow beneath the right shoulder. We'll take those spirals, the hips to the left. Tiny, tiny movement here with the hips. This is where we close our eyes. Maybe we flip our palms. Maybe we curl index finger to the base of the thumb. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 transverse abdominals, the deepest part. Last 2, and 1. Inhale here, plant the palms. We'll sweep the right toes out to the right and then under, right knee beneath the heart. Maybe come onto the finger pads. Do that 3 more times. We tap, exhale forward and under. We lift it out, tap, forward, under. Working that core, working those hips. Last one here. We're going to hover that right knee. Keep the foot lifted. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Right knee in front of left knee. Swing the feet open and then sink back. Finding your sit bones here. And it's okay if you have space between the knees. You could always fold blankets or anything, towel underneath that top knee and kind of sandwich it. Deep breath in here. You might feel one side is a little tighter than the other. For me, it's this side, big time. You start to spiral the heart to the right. A proud chest, lengthening out of the low back. Tiny movement. It's like you're hardly moving. Only the heart moves. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We'll extend that left leg long. You could either stay here with that right knee stacked on top of the left for your forward fold, or take the half hero variation. As long as you don't feel any tension in that right knee, go ahead with this one. Both sit bones grounded. And if you find that your sit bones are lifted, fold the towel or your mat underneath your sit bones. Inhale, always nice proud chest, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then exhale, hinge forward. Hands can land anywhere. Inhale, we'll take it back. And you can take it all the way back. On your next inhale, slowly come out. We'll take the left knee back behind us. And then we'll tuck the toes under. So as we tuck the toes under, palms underneath the shoulders, we'll gently lift the knees. Hover the knees here for 10, 9, gaze forward beyond the front edge of your mat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it all the way back, high plank. In our high plank, we'll start to bend the knees one after the other. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, hold high plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift all the way back, downward facing dog. Finding your downward facing dog. Now, the inner eyes of the elbows, or your elbow creases, should be pointing forward. Index fingers forward, all of our fingers radiate out. Gaze at your toes here. You can bend the knees. What's most important is a nice flat back. Draw the navel in. And we start to add a little movement here, bending one knee and then the other. Waking up the backs of the legs. Grounding down. Honoring Mother Earth. And having this firm foundation. Even having this body that's capable of so much. Take a moment to just have some gratitude here. Inhale here. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or float the feet between the hands to our forward fold. 2 fists width between the feet. Bend into the knees. Grab for opposite elbows. Let it all go here. Shift the weight forward into the toes. And then start to rock, maybe side to side. Maybe it feels good to linger in one space. Bend the knees. And then take it all the way over to the other side and linger. Release the hands beside the feet. Bend into the knees generously. Grounding through all 4 corners of your feet, the mound of the big toe, baby toe, inner and outer heel. Just feel your roots soaking up that nourishment. Feeling all 4 corners. On your inhale, slowly rise up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up in 5, 4, 3, 2, eyes are closed, and 1, shoulders up to the ears, everything tight. And then exhale, roll the shoulders down away from the ears and down the back. Let it all go. Go ahead and rock the weight forward and back into your feet. And stand firm here. Samasthiti, our standing pose. Inhale, arms come up. Tadasana mountain pose. Fingers clasped. Reach all the way back. Slight back bend of the upper back. And then exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now the hands can come to your hips here. What's most important, you can have bent knees. What's most important here is a nice flat back. So we're lengthening out of our tailbone. Crown of the head reaches forward. This is your option 1, hugging the elbows back. Or you can bring the fingertips to your shins. A little extra press there. Or fingers to the floor in line with your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Crown of the head reaches for the floor. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Whatever variation feels good to you. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, bend the knees, step or float back, high plank through your chaturanga. Now, for your first chaturanga, inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Hug the elbows in towards your sides. And then untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra here. Palms beneath the shoulders. Hug the elbows back. Press into the tops of the feet and maybe the palms lift. Exhale, shift all the way back, knees wide, hips to your heels, child's pose. Inhale, shift forward. Remember that tuck of the tailbone. This time we spin the ankles out in line with our knees. We lift the knees, and then exhale, downward facing dog. You can step your feet, hips width distance or less here, and then maybe bounce the heels. Release the heels, let it go. Can't do that in front of everyone, but I encourage you to. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or lightly float the feet between the hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, feet together, big toes tucked. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out, and then up, finding Tadasana mountain pose. Clasp the hands, reach the hands back, and then exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Nice flat back as you lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, hug the elbows in. Take it back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Now you can always do that chest, lower chest, chin, knees, chest, chin, sorry, at any time. And until you develop the strength, the upper body strength, to lower as one unit, meaning you're not a U shape in any direction as you lower. Just do that variation. That builds that upper body strength. And it also builds that confidence that you need. Never be afraid to try something. We'll start to circle the hips to the right. Only the hips move. It's a tiny circle, as small as you can make it. Almost like your belly button was to draw that circle. Now we'll bounce the heels up and down, let it go. Lower the heels, maybe ground the heels if that's available to you. And then circle the hips to the left, getting into that low back. Bounce the heels once more, let it go. Releasing that pent up fascia, not twerking, just feeling ourselves. Lower the heels. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Look beyond the top of the mat. And then step or hop through. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and then up, Tadasana. Maybe a slight back bend here. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward. Let it go here. Flip the palms face up. And actually this time we'll step our feet out 2 fists width apart. Bend generously into the knees. And then cross your right forearm behind your right calf. And then wrap your right hand around your left shin. Same thing on the left side. So left forearm wraps. Left hand wraps around the right shin. As we find this forward fold variation, maybe we start to lift the sit bones to the sky and reach the crown of the head to the earth. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, bend the knees, step or float back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrist. Hug the elbows in. Lower as one unit. Lower halfway, stay there. Inhale, flip the feet, upward facing dog, rolling onto the tops of the feet. The knees gently lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, let it go. Beautiful work. Staying with that breath. Open mouth, exhale. This time we're going to draw our right hand to the outside of that left shin or ankle. Gaze underneath the left armpit. Taking your twists. On our inhale, we might shift forward, left shoulder over left wrist. Pivot the feet to the right, and then extend that left leg. Exhale as if you hit the rewind button. Right hand to left shin. Let's do that 3 more times. Pivot the feet, extend the leg. Take it back. Whew. Feeling that left shoulder. Feeling that core. That was our last one, thank God. Plant that right palm. Whew. Let it go here. Left hand to that right ankle or shin, anywhere beneath the knee. Gaze underneath the right armpit. Weight is in your finger pads as you shift right shoulder over right wrist. We pivot the feet. We extend the right leg. Take it back. Hit the rewind button. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extend. Last one. Inhale, shift forward, shoulder over wrist. Pivot the feet. Extend right leg. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Inhale, gaze beyond the front edge of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float the feet between the hands. Flip the palms face up. Big toes come together to touch. Let it go here. Grab for behind the ankles. Wrap the forearms around the shins. Around the calves. Crown of the head reaches for the floor. Maybe start to lift the sit bones to the sky. Breathe. When all else fails, breathe. There's no failing here at all. This is second nature. This is home. This is home. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips. Weight is in the heels. On your next inhale, reach the hands forward. Beautiful. Tucking the tailbone under, draw that navel in. Maybe we reach the hands up to the sky. Beautiful. Stay here. Get a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hips. Shift the knees back. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let it go. Beautiful work. And we'll take a little bit of a balance right here. We're going to grab a hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Bend the knees. And then reach up, and over to the left side. Maybe we start to straighten the legs. Maybe we start to hover that right toe. And then slowly come back up. Woo. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reset. Got my Janice Joplin rocking with us today. Grab a hold of the left wrist this time with the right hand. Inhale here. Bend the knees, tuck the tail. And then exhale, reach up, up, and over to the right. And this is where you might want to explore. Maybe we start to straighten the legs. Maybe we scoot that left toe out. Maybe we hover. Woo, it's okay if you fall. Woo. Don't fall all the way over. When you're ready, come back. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, step or float back, high plank through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go here. Inhale, left heel is anchored to the earth. And then right heel lifts. Press back through your right heel. Dial your right toes down. And even out the weight between your hands here. It doesn't have to be high. And in fact, I'd rather have your hips square here. That's what we're after. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Maybe we extend. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Maybe we bend the elbows and create a little shelf. Extend the right leg. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through all the way, low lunge. Hair in the eye. In this moment, imagine what it feels like with the legs get side by side, balanced. Walk your fingers forward. Rest the torso on that right thigh for a moment, and you can round here. Walk the hands beneath the shoulders now. You can lower that left knee down. Untuck the left toes if that feels good. And you can gaze back at your left foot. Make sure the left ankle is in line with the left knee. When you're ready, we're going to bring our right forearm to our right thigh, and then the back of the left hand comes to the low back. We'll start to scoop the tailbone under, using the help of that left hand to press our low back forward. Proud chest, almost like you're presenting all your best qualities. Lifting up through the heart, lifting up through the crown of the head. You can close your eyes, but it might be a challenge for balance, and that's okay. Well, whatever you're working on here, maybe try closing the eyes or gazing up. Inner thighs engage. Let it go. On our next inhale, reach your hands forward if it's available, or you can stay where you are. Get my hair out of my face. Inhale, clasp the thumbs, reach the knuckles, reach the hands, the fingers away from one another, and then open the heart. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll take a twist here. Maybe hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Maybe we tuck our left toes under and lift our back knee. Option to open the arms here. Here's a challenge. Maybe the palms come together. Gaze at the right big toe. Step the left foot to meet the right foot. Woo! Revolving chair. Inhale, chair pose. And then rise all the way to Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, cactus arms, slight upper back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful job. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, step or float the feet back, high plank through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go. Take one more deep breath here. In through the nose. Hold at the top. And then exhale through the nose. Slight constriction in the back of your throat. Feel the navel draw in. Inhale, left leg rises. Anchor through your right heel. Dial your left toes down. Even distribution between the hands here. Press into the finger pads. Gaze is at the right big toe. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe bend the elbows back rather than out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Maybe make a shell. Extend that left leg. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through low lunge. Step it all the way forward. 2 lanes of traffic for the feet here. Linger in the sensation for a moment. Maybe walking the hands forward. Taking a gentle bow. Resting the torso on that left thigh, but pulling the navel in. And rather than running away from this sensation, breathe in towards it. Embrace it. Observe it. Your thighs engaged towards one another. That Mula Bandha active here. Pelvis lifts. Walk the hands back beneath the shoulders and lower that right knee down. Beautiful work here. You can untuck the toes. Press the right hip forward and the left hip back. And then gaze back. Make sure that that right ankle is in line with the left knee. When you're ready, the left forearm, the left elbow connects to the left thigh. And that back of the right hand comes to the low back. We'll tuck the pelvis under. Nice proud shot. Smile at all your progress. Stay in this moment. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you gaze up. Maybe you visualize your goals. Wherever you are, stand firmly, proudly, with strength and grace. Next inhale, take the arms up to the sky, clasp the thumbs in the reverse direction, so the other thumb on top. And then open the heart, allow the shoulders to rest in their sockets, and the heart to lift. Exhale, hands come to heart center in prayer. We'll take our twist to the left on our exhale. And then when you're ready, right elbow hooks to the left, over the left knee or left thigh. You could tuck your right toes, lift off your right knee here. Option 2, open the arms here to a nice wide C. Draw your palms back together, gaze at that left big toe, and in one big motion, step your right foot to meet your left. Woo! Revolving chair. Inhale, sweep, chair pose. And then rise all the way up. Woo! Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful work here. Amazing. With the big toes together to touch. Reach the crown of the head for the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Whatever version feels good to you. Shoulders back, crown of the head reaches forward. Gaze straight down. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips. Inhale, chair pose. Reach the hands up. Stand all the way up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, step or float. High plank through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. On your inhale, anchor through your left heel. Reach your right heel up to the sky. Dial your right toes down. This time we'll stack the hips. You can point through the toes, point to the foot, fan the toes apart, and then bend that right knee. Right heel reaches for the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder down. Pull the lowest rib in. Exhale. Knee to nose. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. 2 lanes of traffic for the feet, or wider if you need it. That back toe is turned out 45 degrees. Inhale, come up halfway. Both fingers reaching forward. Both hands reaching forward. Pull the right shoulder back. Shift the left shoulder forward. On your inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Shoulder blades kiss. Lift the heart. Lower the hips. Now you might want to clasp the hands here. Release the index finger. That feels good. You can gaze up at the hands for a little more balance challenge. On your exhale, fan your hands back and then clasp the hands behind the back. Deep breath in here, lower into that right thigh, that right knee. Exhale, hinge forward at your hip. Connect your right shoulder to your right knee. Crown of the head reaches for the floor. Release the hands now. In one big sweeping motion, open to warrior two. And this is where we check out our alignment. So my handy dandy scoria mat here definitely helps out with alignment. So our right toes are pointing forward. Our left toes are slightly in. Front heel bisects back arch. We're gonna bend into that right knee. Tuck the pelvis under that Mula Bandha. And then we'll open the hands to a nice wide T. Notice where your heart is. Align your head, your heart, your pelvis. Palms can face down now. Gaze beyond your right middle finger. Pull your left hand back. Make sure you can see your right big toe. Maybe lift the right heel. And then lower the right heel. Inhale, flip the palms face up. Shift it forward. And then exhale, reverse warrior. One more breath in. Exhale. Take the right elbow to your right thigh. Extended side angle. Oh, there goes. Taking your left hand overhead and letting go. Maybe release your right fingers to the earth if that feels good. Hi, baby. On your exhale, option to thread that needle, wrapping your right arm around your right thigh. Step the left foot in to meet the right. And then maybe we start to lift. Maybe that's for tomorrow with the wind. Hi, bud. Hi, honey. Lengthen. We'll slowly take it down when you feel ready. Halfway. Release the foot. Release that left leg all the way back. Inhale, reverse warrior one last time. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Take a twist here, easy twist. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And then we'll roll into the outer edges of your feet. Find your Vashisthasana side plank. Exhale, plant right palm down. Inhale, shift forward. Lower knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go. Breathe it out. Allow your heels to bounce here. Release that side. Release any expectation for the next side. Staying in the moment. Breath circular. Mind here. On your next inhale, we'll reach that left leg high. Anchor through the right heel. Dial the left toes down. Now we'll stack the hips. Bend the left knee. Reach the left heel to the right shoulder. Drop the left shoulder down. Square shoulders to mat. Gaze is still at that right big toe. Inhale, extend the left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Shh. Step it all the way through and to the left. In our low lunge, we'll spin our right toes out slightly, 45 degrees. Inhale here, warrior one. Halfway up. Reaching the hands forward. Inhale, we reach up. Maybe we clasp the hands and gaze up. Pressing our left hip back and our right hip forward. Find what works for you and for your body. And generously into that left leg. One more breath here. On your exhale, clasp the hands. Reach the knuckles back. Shift forward, shoulder connects to the knee. Now release the hands, cartwheel open. First, turn the toes forward to the right. And a nice wide-legged. And this is where we find our proper alignment. Turning the left toes out, the right toes slightly in. The front heel bisects the back arch. And then we bend into that left knee, opening the left knee towards the pinky toe side of the foot. First, you can press that energy away from you. And then palms face down. Noticing where the head is in relation to the heart. Always finding the head and heart alignment over the pelvis here. Gaze beyond the left finger, the left middle finger. Maybe lift that left heel. Sink lower. Lower the left heel. Inhale, flip the palms, shift forward. And then exhale, reverse warrior. Woo! If you need to take a breather here, feel free. My legs are on fire. On your exhale, lower your right elbow to your right thigh. I'm sorry, left elbow to left thigh. Finding your extended side angle here. Do what feels right in your body. Maybe the left fingertips find the floor. Or maybe you find more integrity here. One line of energy from the outer blade of the right foot through the right fingertips. If you've reached the left hand to the floor, maybe you find that bind, connecting the fingertips, or even wrapping the right hand around the left wrist. Gaze towards your left big toe. Step your right foot forward. Now you're on the ball mound of that left foot. Draw the navel in, and then maybe start to lift. Straightening the right leg. Woo! That wind. Internal and external. Maybe we straighten. Beautiful. Maybe we lower halfway first. Ooh. It's okay if this side is a little bit of a challenge, which for me. Lift the feet. Inhale, chair pose. And rise. Exhale, cactus arms. Take that right leg all the way back. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Spin the right toe or the right heel up. Inhale, easy twist. Ooh. That wind is not my friend today. We'll roll into the outer edges of your mat. Connect the right foot to the left foot. Stack the feet, Vashisthasana. Maybe we lift the left leg. Exhale, left palm plants. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go. Beautiful work. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or float the feet to the outsides of the hands for your malasana. Get the hair out of your face. Should have put it up today, but you know, I was just going with it. Sometimes you got to do that. Stay with the breath. Press your hips forward and the upper body back. We start to lengthen out of the low back here. Let's lift the heels. Now reach the hands up. One last little bit of effort. Exhale, lower the heels. Palms plant. Turn your feet straight ahead. Nice wide forward folds here. Let it go. Crown of the head reaches for the floor. Beautiful work. We'll bend into the right knee. Straighten. And then bend into the left knee. Straighten. Clasp the hands or the wrists. And then reach the knuckles forward. Release the hands down. Take a nice halfway lift. Turn the heels in, toes out. Find your goddess pose. Cactus arms. Lift the heels. Lower the heels. Release the left forearm down. Reach the right arm overhead. Sink low. Tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, we rise back to our goddess. This time, palms face away from us. We're protected. Right forearm down. Inhale, reach left arm overhead. Inhale, we rise. Cool. Lengthen here, toes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to take your headstand or handstand here. Because I'm on a precarious stock right now, I don't think I'm going to do it. But you should have no fear. I really shouldn't have any fear, but you know, I don't want to risk it. Plus, I got an audience. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. We're going to hop it all the way back to high plank. One more chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Open the hip. And then exhale. We're going to bring that right knee to right wrist. Find our half pigeon. If this is too much, you can roll onto the back and take the reclined version of this. Our right hip is forward. I'm sorry, our left hip is forward. Our right hip is back. Deep breath in here. You should be able to maybe lift the hands. Exhale, release down. Down to the elbows. And this is where we can really breathe into the hips. Take whatever variation feels good to you here. You can stay right here. Reach the hands over to the right or over to the left. You can create a little pillow for your fourth pad here, your third eye. On your next inhale, roll onto our right hip, swing that left foot over to the right, ground down to both sit bones, and then find that little twist once again. This time a more passive variation, just giving yourself a nice hug, wrapping the right arm around the left knee and taking your twist. On your next inhale, go ahead and stack. Come to a seat first. Ground down through your sit bones and stack your left ankle over your right knee and your left knee over your right ankle. Fire log pose. Ooh, really good for the hips. You can place a little bit of pressure on the thigh if you'd like, or you can just let it be passive. If there's any space between the knee and the ankle, that's okay. So you don't have to force it. We'll take our twist to the other side, to the left side, and walk our hands forward and to the left. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take our right knee over to the right side. Come onto your belly. One of my favorites. In our half frog. The right knee is in line with the right hip. The right ankle is flexed, so the toes are coming in towards that right knee. Forehead to your palms. And then on your next inhale, we'll take our left arm out to the side, walking our left fingers forward a little bit. So the left wrist is a little bit higher than that left shoulder. Another variation that's a little bit more challenging is to create a half cactus in this arm. So the wrist and elbow are in one line. It's a little bit more intense. Your choice here. Right hand beneath the right shoulder, left cheek to the earth. We'll start to roll onto our left hip and left cheek. And then maybe we take either the right knee in front or the right foot behind. And if that feels good and you want to go further, you can step both feet back behind you. I'm kind of limited in this variation, so I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to roll into the belly. Ooh, nice work. Take it to the knees. Knees wide, toes together. With a little half camel or camel variation. Right hand to the right heel. Let's open up left arm, reaches up and overhead. And then exhale, hover through the heart. Take it to the other side. Exhale. One more time, each side. Palms forward, underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open up that hip. Inhale, extend the left leg back. And then exhale, left knee to left wrist, half pigeon. Same thing here. And take that recline variation if it feels better. Go ahead and look back, make sure you can see that the ankle, the right ankle is in line with the right knee. Right hip forward, left hip back. Finding what feels good for you here. And then we'll untuck the toe. Maybe one hand lifts or both. And then exhale, find your sleeping pigeon. Any variation that feels good to you here. Take the hands over to the right if that feels good, or over to the left. Breathe into any tension in that left leg. On your inhale, lower onto the left hip. Swing your right foot around. Right sole of the foot to the outside of the left leg. Ground down to both sit bones. Give yourself a nice passive stretch. Right fingertips behind the back. Left hand wraps around that right knee or left arm. Maybe hand to the thigh. Feel the spine lengthen with each inhale. And twist even deeper with each exhale. On your next inhale, slowly return to center. We'll find our fire log pose here. So the further your legs are away from your pelvis, the more challenging this is. Right ankle to left knee, right knee on top of left ankle. Roll the fleshy part of the bum back. And then maybe find a little massage opportunity here in that right leg. Give yourself some love, especially after a pretty intense class. You can walk your hands over to the right, keeping those sit bones glued to the earth the whole time. And this is where you can bring a block into the mix as well, with the forehead pressing into the block. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. We're going to take that right leg back and the left leg out for our half frog pose. So the left knee is in line with the left hip. The left toes are flexed back. Create a pillow with your stacked palms, forehead to the back of the palm. And just breathe into the low belly here. This one is really great if you're experiencing that monthly cycle or have any digestion issues. On your next inhale, extend your right arm out, right wrist higher than your right shoulder. Or if you want to go for the more intense version, the more intense variation, you can create this cactus pose, half cactus, with the right elbow in line with the right wrist, left palm beneath your left shoulder, right hip, right ear to the mat. And then we start to explore. Maybe we reach that left toe back behind us. Maybe both feet press back behind us. And they'll slowly come back to center. Press all the way back. Child's pose. With the knees together, hands back. On your next inhale, we'll roll onto our back. Slow and controlled. One vertebra at a time. All the way down. One little bridge here. We'll anchor through the heels. Maybe lift the toes, tuck the pelvis. Palms at your sides. We'll lift the hips up to the sky. Hug the knees together. Squeeze the glutes. Deep breath in. Exhale. We'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little squeeze. And then slowly lower one vertebrae at a time all the way down. Before you hug the knees in, just rock the knees from side to side with the feet firmly planted on the floor. Neutralize the spine. And then on your next inhale, we'll draw the knees in towards the heart. Give yourself a nice, well-deserved hug. Forehead to knees. Create a tiny ball. Deep breath in. And then exhale for your final Shavasana. Arms are at your sides. Palms face up. Feet splay open. Get out any fidgets you need. Let go of anything you're holding on to. Wiggle the jaw from side to side.